Let's take a look at our opening hand. Oh my god. It's all extenders. I should just... Unless...
I know what will do it. Now that I control a rock, I can special summon Adamancipator Researcher and continue my combo.
Hello everyone, and I hope you're doing well. Today we're taking on the Duel Triangle Event. Now, it's the first time I've taken an event seriously in quite a while, but Earth Light is one of the options, and Block Dragon recently got unbanned, so you can guess what deck I'm playing. That's right, it's Adamancipator. Now, Adamancipator is missing its endboard pieces because of the event, but the other side of that coin is that there's basically no hand trap, so you can go hog wild and spam as much as you want. So without further ado, let me show off my deck list for the event. So we have a very generic Adamancipator build. Now, the thing that's missing, as previously mentioned, are the endboard pieces, kind of like Appaloosa, Borreload Savage, but I genuinely still think it works because the main deck is so unhit. Pretty much almost everything here is identical to what I'd run in a Adamancipator list on ladder. So without further ado, let's crack through the card by card. We'll go pretty quick because it's mostly just gas. We've got 2 Doki Doki, we've got 3 of the Seeker and Researcher. You just want 3 so you see them as much as possible. We have a small Vernisylph package, so we have 1 Mountains, 3 Seedlings, and 3 of the Forests. Now, the main reason for these is so you can dump Earths into your graveyard, but also so you can get a level 3 for your Naturia Beast, which in this event is actually crazy. Now, moving on to a generic, we have Gigantes, just a free special summon. Koikamero Guardian, you can search off the Koikamero supplier, so we run 3 of each of those, and it's a kind of negate, a monster negate. We have Revival Golem to send off of either Foolish or any other way we can send a monster to the graveyard. Our Vernisylphs do that quite well. Free special summon. Similar reasoning to Tackle Crusader, you can just get rid of a face-up spell and trap, which could be True Light in this event. I know Blue Eyes is very popular, or you can just book 1 monster. We also have 3 Analyzer, as mentioned, 3 Supplier. We have 2 Xeno Guitar. Basically, it just lets you add 1 to your hand when this is sent to grave, and when it's banished, you can send a rock monster from deck to grave. So you can send your Revival Golems, etc. We've been over the Vernisylph package. We do have 2 Dinosaur Pankratops. Now, you probably don't need these, but they're Earth, and I had them, so if you have them, you might as well add them in. Same with Fenrir. You don't really need it, but Earth special summon, yeah, you might as well have it. Block Dragon, the GOAT. The GOAT! There he is. 3 Nibiru. Honestly, this hasn't come up at all. I think it's come up in like 2 games, so you can probably cut this, but again, good luck finding something that can replace it in this very restrictive ban list. Then we have 1 Foolish Burial and 3 Sekka's Light. The argument for the Foolish Burial is that I would happily activate that over Sekka's Light. It pretty much achieves the same thing. Now, going into the extra deck, it's very jank. This is where the jank comes in. We've got Herald of the Arclight, which isn't too unusual. We've got the Naturia Beast, which I love. Yugioh Guardian, shout out to Edison. Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, it's a 7 that bounces a card, and it's light. Same with Samurai Destroyer, it's a 7 that is an Earth, and that is a decent card. Omega is nice for shuffling 1 away, although I will say you have to activate this in your opponent's main phase, because you have some cards, like the Vernisylphs, that lock you into Earth monster effects only. Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Tree. I mean, this is a Baron replacement, and it's nowhere near, but it's a big guy. Gallon Granite is probably the only one you actually fully need to get your Block Dragons. We have a couple of the Charmers as well. We have the Earth Charmer and the Light Charmer, because obviously we only run Earth and Light. We have Moon of the Closed Heaven, and you may be questioning why that's here, but it's for Avramax. So what I've been doing is I will go into one of the Earth Charmers, the Moon of the Closed Heaven, and then using both to go into Avramax, because Avramax is really hard to out in this event. The others are just like bonus. Like if I get to Avramax plus something, it will be either the BLS, the Saryuja, or if I go against like Raid Raptor, we have the Underworld Goddess. So that is it for the deck. Let me go into a couple of games. They're going to be lengthy games because the combos can go on for so long. So without further ado, let's crack into them. So going into game 1, I thought we'd get the longest game out of the way first. Now, this is your usual experience playing Adamancipator in this event. It's a bit grindy, but you do get your wins. So we are going first, and we're going to activate the Thawing Mountain to start off with, sending the Nibiru and itself, add a Tackle Crusader, and that's full combo, baby! Yeah, you're going to get this a lot when you're playing Adamancipator in this event. People don't want to sit through the combos that I'm about to show you in the next game. Going into game number 2, we're going first once again, and we will be showing off what we can do with our deck properly this time. So this may look like an interesting hand to most decks, but seeing a handful of 5 monsters is not unusual for Adamancipator. We're going to go for the Seedlings effect, pitching itself and another copy of it to grab the Thawing Mountain, special summon the Mist Valley. We're then going to normal summon the Analyzer, revealing the top 5. Let's special summon the Doki Doki here. Now that we control a rock, we can special summon the Researcher. Researcher will activate. Unfortunately, we see 2 spells off the top. We literally only run 4. But luckily, we see the Quaicamero Guardian, so we can special summon him out, and we're now nib-proof. We're now going to go into the Naturia Beast, which is probably the best thing in our extra deck other than Avramax. Now that an Earth has left the field, we can special summon the Supplier. Supplier will grab another Guardian. We'll then use 2 4s, the Supplier and the Analyzer, to go into Gallant Granite. We're then going to use Gallant Granite to detach the Analyzer and add the Block Dragon. This is when stuff gets serious. We're then going to go Doki Doki, pitch the Guardian, summon the Xenoguitar, using the Xenoguitar and the Doki Doki to go into the Earth Charmer. Xenoguitar will add the Analyzer back. Analyzer will then be shuffled back into the deck because I don't actually want it. We're then going to go for the tree effect, pitching the Block Dragon. We're then going to special summon the Block Dragon and the Xenoguitar off the tree. Block Dragon off its own effect. Sorry, it's very hard to keep up, as you can tell. We're going to use those 2 to go into Moon of the Closed Heaven. We're then going to go Block Dragon effect, add the Seeker, Gigantes, and a Doki Doki. We're then going to use the 2 extra deck monsters to go into Avramax. So not only do we have Spell Negates, we have Avramax. We'll special summon the Gigantes by banishing the Xenoguitar, sending the Revival Golem off the Xenoguitar, special summoning those, linking all 4 into a Saryuja Skull Dread. Why not? Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. We're then going to go Sekka's Light to draw 2 more. And then we're going to go for the Awakening Forest, pitch the Tackle Crusader and a Xenoguitar, bring back the Quaicamero Guardian and the Block Dragon. We might as well go for the Sekka's Light, put back the Pankatops, draw 1 more, we've got a nib, and then we can special summon 1 more with Saryuja, using Block Dragon and the Seeker to go into Leo, Keeper of the Forest or the Tree, special summon the Block Dragon, reveal Nibiru for Quaicamero Guardian. So it's not as good as the Adamancipator endboards of Ladder, but it's pretty good. He's going to go for Faris, pitch Shadow Mist. He's going to Shadow Mist Chainlink 2 and the Faris Chainlink 1. He's going to add Destiny Hero Plasma, which is a little bit scary, but I think we can do. Vision Hero Increase will now send the Faris to special summon. We're going to go Quaicamero Guardian here, just to cut him off early, and I know that heroes play a lot of polymerization spells, so the Naturia Beast should carry us here. Because an Earth left the field, the Supplier will come on the field and add another Guardian. Reinforcement of the army will not go through. This is not once per chain, this is not once per turn. Every spell you activate is just giving me gas. So, yeah, he realizes that, and he concedes. So that is one of the best endboards you can put up in the event, from my perspective. Going into game number 3, we saved the best till last. We are actually going second in this one, and it feels like we should never win with a deck like Adamancipator going second, but this event gives us the chance. Unfortunately, once again, we're staring at a hand of 5 monsters, which is not too unusual, but that just means we have to sit here and watch what he does. He's going to go Rota for Torn Scales, and then he's going to go for the Water Enchantress at the Rite of Aramesir. Rite of Aramesir will activate, special summoning the token. Then he's going to place the Fateful Adventure, activate Fusion Destiny, which is a throwback to about 2 years ago when this was in every single deck in Master Duel. I do not miss it. Thank God that it is gone. But here is a DPE, and the Adventure token is still here. He's going to add the Rideable Dragon off the Fateful Adventure, normal summon the Torn Scales, and the Water Enchantress, and pitch the Rideable Dragon. I never knew it was called the Rideable Dragon until this replay, so you're going to have to forgive me. It's just a bit sussy. But that is his end board, DPE plus a Rideable Dragon, pretty much. We top deck Sekka's Light, which is insane. Best draw in the deck. We're going to go for the Analyzer here, special summon, and then we're going to go Analyzer effect to reveal the top 5. Hopefully we see a non-tuner rock. Unfortunately we don't, we whiff. But we're going to go for the Seeker here, and we might as well go for the Sekka's Light, place the Xenoguitar back into the deck. We draw into another Seeker, which is quite funny, but we'll go for Seeker again. Luckily we see 2 rocks that we can at least summon here. Oh, 3 even. Now we're nib proof and DPE proof. Now we can go for Researcher because we control a rock 2 special summon, and we'll go for the effect once more. I realise that you can't actually see what I'm revealing, but you can see what comes on the field, and you can look at my pretty face. Luckily, we got another 4, so we're going to go into Gallant Granite. We're then going to detach the Researcher, add the Block Dragon, which is no surprise. We're then going to go for the Awakening Forest, pitching itself, and the Seeker. And special summoning 1 from the grave. And then going to use 2 to go into the Earth Charmer. Once again, we're trying to go into Avramax here. Get rid of the Tackle Crusader effect. Since that was under the Gallant Granite, we're going to target the DPE to set it face down. And then he's going to try the DPE effect, but we'll go Guardian effect to tribute and negate the pop. And then we'll go Supplier because a rock left the field to special summon. So we've still got gas. We're still going. And DPE is off the field, which is brilliant. We do have a good line here. Now we can go for the Supplier. DPE will activate, so it will come back if it gets the chance. But now we're going to add another Guardian here. We do still have the Block Dragon just waiting for us. Let's banish 3 from the grave to special summon the Block Dragon. We're going to use the Supplier and the Seeker to go into Yugioh Guardian of all things. Yet let's use the Block Dragon and the Researcher to go into Moon of the Closed Heaven. As per the previous game, you'll know what that's going into. We'll go Block Dragon effect, add Gigantis and Xenoguitar. We're then going to use these 2 to go into the Avramax, which is basically our second boss monster. We're then going to go for Block Dragon again, banishing 3. Doki Doki will send the Xenoguitar to graveyard, special summon the Guardian. Xenoguitar will add back the Seeker. We're then going to shuffle the Seeker back in because we don't even really need it. Special summon the Gigantis by banishing the Xenoguitar. We might as well just send in the Xenoguitar. We've used every grave effect pretty much at this point. We're going to go into the Skull Dread because why not? Let's draw another 4. Let's put 3 back. And we've got a Seeker and a Guardian. We've got another Block Dragon here. Let's use the Skull Dread effect to special summon the Guardian. Let's straight to battle. Let's go Yugioh Guardian into the Scales, because why not? He does have the Phantom Knight's Wing, but that is honestly fine. Our Block Dragon dies, but Avramax will still deal with it. And we do have a good bit of damage, but not enough. We've got 600 damage remaining, and he will have a DPE on the way. But we do have a nice end board. He does have to crack the Avramax and the Koikimero Guardian negate in one turn with just a single DPE. Let's see how he does. He's going to go for the Water Enchantress. I might as well just get rid of it now. Stop him from getting into anything other than his DPE, because we can deal with the DPE. He's going to go for Triple Tactics Talents, which is really fucking rough. He's going to steal the Yugioh Guardian, and then he attacks into the Avramax with the Yugioh Guardian. He could have cleared up. He really could have cleared up. He choked so hard that he gave me the game. What a legend, honestly. Cherry Lime shout out. Overall, it has been a blast to be playing Adamancipator again, and honestly, I might even take it back onto the ladder. I just love this deck so much. You literally just click buttons, and you suddenly end up with like 50 endboard pieces. It's brilliant. And let me know down in the comments, what deck were you playing during this Duel Triangle event? Were you an Adamancipator truther like me, or were you a Blue Eyes player? But anyway, that being said, if you made it this far in the video, please do feel free to hit subscribe. New Yu-Gi-Oh videos each week, and as always, happy dueling.